Chapter 82. Development Periods in the Beyond. Say I, then hearken to me. Behold, all such immature people mostly are put on the sun just seen by you, and receive all necessary life instruction in those extensive schools. Thus also deceased little children are instructed in the central equatorial region and reared there, but mainly on the spiritual part of the sun. Upon the sun viewed by you, unripe souls receive another body, but without birth, and this then, together with the soul, becomes spiritual and can then go over to the purely spiritual. How such souls are transferred there, and by who you have witnessed with your own journey to the first sun. This angel, still standing beside us, however, is the leader and ruler of all the worlds and suns about which I have just been speaking to you. Wherefore, you can see with what power and wisdom he is provided. But all the countless angels whom you now see in endless rows around you have a similar task. Because in the eternal depths there exist, for human concepts, countless such solar world regions. Universes, the editor. Yet, with an above-mentioned main central sun each, and every such region is ruled by one of these angels, you are seeing immense numbers of angels indeed. But this is not even a millionth part of just the great ruler angels, let alone the smaller angels to whose supervision and guidance individual suns and planets and smaller world regions are entrusted. And behold, I nevertheless in my spirit have to constantly care for them all. And was I to drop any of the things shown you from my immutable care, then it would all pass away in the same moment, the greatest like unto the smallest. Would you be able to accomplish this with your spirit? Says Jara, O Lord, how could you ask me such a question? I, a dust particle of this earth? And your spirit, the only eternal Almighty God. Oh, if only the blind Jerusalemites Pharisees could see that, they would surely have to be of a different mind. But they cannot and will not see it, hence they shall also perish in their obstinacy and malice. I suppose in the beyond their souls too shall go to that solar school? Say I, not quite, my most beloved Jara, for they don't belong to an immature nation, but a fully ripened one. And souls from a mature nation once gone over into all malice, come into the depths of the earth, compelled by themselves. For having become totally material, the latter is their element, and they don't want to and can't separate themselves from it. Everything, indeed, the ultimate, is done for them. All tormenting and pain is brought to bear on them to separate them from matter. And where one of them is freed from matter, he is brought to the schools that exist in the spiritual part of this earth. Only then is he transferred to the moon. When he has gone through every level of self-abnegation and grown strong therein, then he is raised to a perfect planet, and there instructed in true wisdom. When such a soul has gone into the right light, only then through such light, if it becomes more and more intense, the warmth of the spiritual life is produced, and the soul begins to unify with its spirit in such a way that in time her whole life turns into love. If the love has then developed into the necessary power and strength, and has gone over into the true inner life flame, it becomes bright and illuminated in such a soul from within. And only then does such a soul reaches the state to be accepted in the actual free world of the blessed spirits, where she will be guided further as from childhood on. But even under favourable conditions, it can take several hundred earth years before a soul materialized on earth reaches that stage. But I read in your heart how you would like to put another question to me. And I say unto you, ask, for your questions are well grounded. But this time, direct your question to the angel standing by our side, and he too shall give you a right answer.